it happens. So, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little late to the party.
Oh no, we are.
This might just be the warm-up. This might just be the warm-up. My bad. I thought we were already in game and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I was confused as well for a second because I saw orbs and hands and I'm like, wait, isn't this the first round?
Yeah. Yeah, this most likely might just be the warm-up, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, and now that we know that Adrenaline is going to be starting on the CT side, Headshot Esports, I do have a feeling they can go on a killing spree because, like I said, Headshot Esports is the more experienced team over here, and they have been in the Tier 2, Tier 1 circuit of the scene for quite some time. Meanwhile, Adrenaline, this might just be one of their first times in a big tournament like this. So if Headshot Esports gets to dictate the pace of the match on the T side and set the momentum for themselves, then they might just break the willpower of Adrenaline over here. So that might just happen. Although, of course, if Adrenaline somehow manages to put up a rock-solid defense, it will completely ruin the morale of Headshot Esports. And yeah, that could also happen. It could go in the complete opposite direction as well.
Yeah, I mean, the USPs are very dangerous weapons, you know, especially when CTs get those preferable long-range fights. Those Glocks are not going to do as much work as a USP is, so it's going to be down to the trade fragging side of Headshot Esports, you know, how quickly they're able to get into the site, preferably, you know, I'm not too sure which site you want to hit, but, you know, I mean, I'm guessing that the best place to take advantage of the Glocks is going to be that B site, so you want to probably try to do something like a B split. Just smoke off CD, try to make your way there, and just use those Glocks full effect. Maybe if they're feeling particularly cheeky, they can drop a P to 50 for one of the star players, you know, just let him go in, do all the fragging, load up on armor, and be sort of like the raid boss for the team. I mean,
yeah, there's a reason why B rushes are so popular on the pistol round, because the Molotov on the CT side is so expensive, right?
Yeah.
And you really can't just put it down on the ground preemptively in order to stop a rush. It's a pretty expensive piece of utility. So that's why B rushes, I mean, not even B, I mean, for this matter, even an A-shot rush might work if you somehow manage to smoke off Xbox. And simply because the CTs don't have any Molotovs, rushes on pistol rounds are very, very common. You will hardly see someone try to go for a tactical outplay or a slow default on pistols. At least not in this country. Although that might just be the case when the actual buy rounds start happening. That's when I see the teams going for more of a default-ish style of approach.
Oh man. Well, looks like we are finally in game, Chris. The match is about to start. 18 seconds remaining. We're going to see exactly what these teams are up to. Good spot for the T side to make their way towards B. See two players who are directly looking over there, staring down the tunnel. So I'm guessing it's going to be a quick B take from the side of Team Headshot Esports. See if they're able to make this one work.
Yeah, they do have a much better spawn towards the B side as compared to A, but they don't use it.
Okay.
They don't. They're just going to chill out on mid. Chill out literally on T-spawn. They aren't even moving. Oh no,
okay.
The game wasn't live. My god, we got bamboozled hard over there.
Yeah, we got debated.
Alright, no problem.
Well, it still isn't a bad B spawn.
One of the players has a pretty good one, right? He can rush down B, throw that flashes. Yeah, and
fake him out.
I kind of see why we are obsessed with the B rush again and again. I mean, last time two players were closer towards the B spawn. This time it's more of a central-ish spawn, so it's okay. I mean, unless it's a debate again, unless the game restarts again.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like if the shoe fits, wear it, right? If you have good spawns, why not take advantage of it? Especially on a map like Dust 2. Timing can mean everything on this map, and I mean, if you get particularly lucky, you might even catch CT off guard trying to make his way towards blue box, so that could end up working out in your favor. But it's going to be sending over Dark Phoenix God to the B side by himself, and now his team is going to start following him up. It's going to be a very slow and methodical approach by Headshot Esports. I like it. Taking control of B tunnels. It's going to go lower, try to peek towards shot. Twizzy, though, is already perched up over here, waiting for that peek to come. He's probably going to get double peeked over here, going by the looks of it. And there you go. The information has been relayed over. They know where the two T's are.
Yeah, and that's when they start to do a little switcheroo. Two people spotted inside of B tunnels might just indicate to Adrenaline that there is a B rush incoming, but that is not the case. Three people of Headshot Esports have already sneaked down A long, and one more player is going to join them really soon. Only Captain Cook is staying over here as the lurk. He's mostly going to stay here for the rest of the round and try to catch the CTs rotating in from A shot. Meanwhile, the rest of them continue moving A long, and then they're about to make the cross. They're about to jump. CT smoke done, but nobody really blocking out a shot just yet. So the two CTs can continue staying there. They don't have shot control. They're gonna have to rely on Captain Cook. He's good for only one frag. The rest of the Ts are all on long. All the CTs on a shot. It's gonna be a tough retake.
Yeah, they still have 2 flashes to work with and a defuse kit, so they have time. They're gonna play it a little bit patiently, but all the CDs coming in from shot. This might be a little bit unexpected over here for the side of Team Headshot Esports. They could just start trading out, but with Wizard fragging out like this is gonna be difficult. Ember going berserk in Wizard, putting the final nail in the coffin. Headshot Esports, they get the first round.
Good stuff by Headshot Esports. A really methodical approach paid off. I kind of was proven wrong over there. I expected Headshot Esports to go for a much faster start in the pistol round, but they faked Adrenaline out like masters. This was a very good fake that they managed to sell. Headshot Esports got free real estate towards the A-long area, and they're going to capitalize on it. But hold on, Adrenaline Esports, they don't want to let go of the momentum yet. They have 2 scouts purchased, even an MP9 in the mix on the hands of Sprayer. So this is going to make things a little more interesting because Headshot might be expecting them to go for a complete eco. Of course, Headshot themselves have their AKs and whatnot, so they won't be having any problems going up against these SMGs if they decide to engage at range. But so far, Adrenaline really haven't shown their hand. They haven't really fired any shots that give away a clue to Headshot Esports that they're up against a slightly better class of weaponry.
Yeah, and you can see that Headshot Esports, they are a little bit hesitant. They don't really want to get in range of those CZs, the Deagles or whatever. And there you go. Logi's going to find the first kill towards Sprayer. And this is where you start questioning the buy by Adrenaline a little bit, right? Because your 2 scouts, both of them have absolutely no armor. Sure, you have a little bit of utility, but that's about it. The rest of your team is just working with Deagles and Kevlar. Now, I mean, if you do want to force a buy, the second round is probably the best round to do it. But then again, at the same time, I'm not too sure if this buy is going to be working out for them as well as they've imagined. Well, Captain Cook is going to be able to find Knife with his own scout, and Dark Phoenix, he's down to 17 points of health, and this is what I was talking about. The Beast Splitter is going to start coming through. So he has been smoked off, and going to start pushing from the mid-doors area. Nice frag, though.
Dark Phoenix, the moment he revealed his head, even with the ranged weapon, the scout, he wasn't really relevant. They only needed 1 bullet to kill him. They've got the control of the B side already. They're starting the plant, and 2 people have a great crossfire over here on CT base. That's not going to let anyone through. Haley, what can he possibly do? Probably just save the scout, hoping that he will be able to buy armor in the next round and make something more happen with this one. Because just naked, he's going to get aim punched.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to be able to survive this one. Where did he even go? Might just try to play pit over here, but Wizard is already on him. You can see this guy does not want to let him save anything, and there you go. His position being revealed. Oh no, Haley. Could have used the scout actually to get a 1-hit headshot and pick up the rifle, but choosing to use the USB instead.
That too with 2 bullets in it.
Oh man, slight lapse in decision making there. Gonna cost him the round, but nonetheless, should be able to save up for the buy in the next one. It's going to be a throwaway round, a Headshot Esports. Should be able to pick this up fairly easily if they play their cards right. But Indian CS is sort of infamous for losing these sorts of rounds as well, so I wouldn't be too surprised if Headshot Esports get a little bit too overzealous here. It shouldn't be too bad though. Seem to have their weapons in order. It's going to be Hellboy leading the charge towards Pete Tunnels, it seems.
I like this by Adrenaline. They had 4 people stacked up towards the mid doors at the start of the round. Only now did they send 1 person up on a shot by boosting him up. They thought that maybe Headshot Esports like taking mid control every round, so they will surprise them with a stack over here. But that rush never really came through. Headshot Esports are taking their sweet time going towards the B side. They've already made sure a player reaches the very ends of B. Meanwhile, the rest of them were towards A long, and now they're going to start rotating towards the B side, and I don't think Naive has any idea. He will hear the footsteps, he will see the smokes pop, but little does he know that Headshot are already in control of the site. The moment he peeks up in that window, he'll probably expect them to be towards the tunnel's entrance. Little did he know that Hellboy was already prepared over here near the boxes.
Yeah, and the best part is that Captain Cook has been relaying all the information of the rotations towards his teammates. He's been watching mid doors for the longest time, and there you go. They're going to win without a single casualty. Money starting to pile up for the side of Team Headshot Esports here. The CTs, a very crucial round for them. Let's see how they string together.
And they haven't really lost any players. That means they don't have to reinvest in AKs. They don't have to reinvest in any weapons. In fact, Hellboy, he is treating this like a bonus round. He's going to hold on to his Macton and play up close and personal. Even Captain Cook, he connected some really beautiful headshots with the Scout last time. And he didn't even need to, right? Without the armor, it is a one-hit kill anyway, but he still went for the dome. That's a good indication. They're going to hold on to this one, but the flashes by Adrenaline are perfect. He gets a kill onto Ember, but Hellboy drives by them, run and gun with the Mac-10, and he connects 2 headshots. Yeah, he's down to 12 HP, but it doesn't matter. He's got more than just the trade.
Yeah, Adrenaline still a little bit spooked here. Haven't rotated, so headshot might just end up outplaying themselves if they rotate too quickly over here. Gonna hold on too long for a little while longer. Still a lot of time remaining in the round to see where is it that they want to hit. Hoping that their lurk can actually find a pick for them and make life a little bit easier, but it's not gonna happen. Absolutely no presence to a shot, and as soon as Haley is gonna peek out towards lower towns, which she does not actually, you're gonna have the information they need in the world to work with. But what do you do here if you're Adrenaline? You're in a 3v4 situation. How do you make this work?
I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't even like this setup by Adrenaline. They're having one opper on a shot, watch that area, and also keep tabs on a long, while the rifler on mid, who was supposed to help out the opper, is all the way in B now. Why is that happening? This is not a good setup. Haley, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Puts down a smoke so that if he gets cornered, at least he can escape into a shot or something, or stay near the white ninja box. But they're going to put down a Molotov over there. Oh, this was what the smoke was for, so that Molotov doesn't really force him out. It still gives him a little more breathing room. One more firebomb thrown down, which means his street path has been cut off. He's out in the open, which means even if he gets a frag, he's going to get instantly traded out. Yeah, this was a horrible setup from Adrenaline right from the start. They were destined to fail this one. Luckily, Dark Phoenix can still hold on to his op, so that's something.
Yeah, but I mean, this is money piling up for Headshot Esports. This is not looking good for Adrenaline, mind you. They feels like this was a little bit overeager by them. They just left the wrong player to hold on to the site and end up paying heavily for it. They'll even give up the AWP trips. This is a big deal. So now, the side of Headshot being able to save on that money, are going to start piling up here.
Yikes. And here's the interesting part. They don't just end up taking the op and the round, but 3 people stay alive, which means the economic momentum keeps on building up even more and more. Adrenaline Esports are now going to be on their max loss bonus, and that's not a good place to be in. You can afford either weapons or you can afford utility. You can't really afford both all the time. That's why you see Twizzy and Haley go down to FAMASTers instead of M4s. Meanwhile, Dark Phoenix, he continues to hold on to just his op. That's good enough for now, but the last time they tried to go for something like this, it didn't really pay off because they put the opper all by himself with nobody to back him up, no trading potential. And he had to watch a short, a long, both at the same time with nobody helping him mid. That's just not going to happen. This time, Adrenaline have a much better setup. They've got 3 people committed to a site, 2 of them up on a shot, 1 down in CT. And here's the best part. Sprayer has already started pushing in B tunnels, which means when Headshot Esports starts tossing this utility towards a long, Adrenaline know that this is a full commitment. They know that none of the Headshot members are present towards the B side, except for the occasional lurk in the form of Captain Cook. No, wait, not Captain Cook, in the form of, I believe, Wizard is over there. So yeah, they just need to take care of the lurker. Meanwhile, they are all prepared for it. Twizzy tries to pop flash and peek out, but Hellboy is prepared for this one. He's going to take him out instantly. Nobody trade him also because of the smoke. Haley, lucky to still be relevant in the round. The Molotov didn't really cover his position, so he can continue staying over here. But of course, Headshot Esports realized that the missed Molotov means that there could be someone over here. Pop flash is still keeping them at bay. Again, it's going to be a difficult retake. Although they do have 3 defuse kits, so at least they are not pinched on time. That's one good thing about this.
Yeah, Haley has got a little bit more. Go ahead. Look, Spear's going to go down like a martyr, but he will trade as a result. But the bomb, it is ticking. They need to start making a move. They're going to be out of time very soon, Crips. This is not looking good here for the side of Team Headshot, for the side of Team Adrenaline, and there you go. Captain Cook is going to put the final nail in the coffin. The op is also going to be carried over into the next round once again. So Team Adrenaline not posting a single round on board. They're now going to be relegated to Eagles and Armor at best.
Curse of the max loss bonus. They give you a little bit of momentum to work with, but after that, it's nothing. And they're
Yeah.
buying again. What sort of a buy is this? They've got an AWP on Haley with full armor and helmet, but Sprayer with a FAMAS and only body armor.
Yeah,
The rest of
and
them on Deagles.
Wizard has read this perfectly. He's just out of there. He nopes out of there, going like, okay, I don't want any part of that long action. The smokes are going to come through, play the long peak, but for the time being, things are going to be a little bit patient over here. It seems that Adrenaline do have headshot fooled for the time being. They have shown that they have a Farmers and an AWP in hand, so maybe headshot play is a little bit slower than they need to. That's the only thing that I can say is working out in the favor of Adrenaline so far.
Yeah, but even that is like a petty thing thing for them to work out. These slashes are just so methodical. They're canceling out every corner. So even the AWPer, who was supposed to be the surprise element for Adrenaline, yeah, he's going to be pushed off the favorable angles and into a corner from where he can't really defend that effectively. He's now trapped under CT base, and I don't think he can shoot anyone from this area. He's probably hoping somebody comes in and, Dark Phoenix and him team up together. But no, Dark Phoenix is not prepared for Loki at all. He gets taken down. Yeah, this is just a terrible setup and a terrible buy for Adrenaline as well. Did Haley save the AWP from the previous round, or did he purchase it again?
He purchased it again. Yeah, he bought this one again.
Why would you do that when the rest of your team is on Deagles?
I don't know, maybe this was the plan, just carry it over into the next round, but clearly that plan did not work out. Ember will gladly throw away his life to take down the AWP, and Headshot posting up 6, so off to a very strong start here, Headshot Esports. This is a very crucial round for Adrenaline. This is the round where they can start resetting the tempo of the game a little bit. And there you go, they are going to use their first timeout, so good on them. Need to figure out what is it that they want to do here. How is it that they're going to be approaching this round? And this is where Headshot can start, making a bit of a change of pace here.
The one thing that hasn't really been working out for Adrenaline is when they rotate, they almost always get taken down by the Headshot Esports lurkers. Let's see. They had 2 decent buy rounds. That is not counting the force buys and everything, right? The two proper buy rounds that they had. In one of them, they rotated late, which means Headshot Esports, they got the site, and before Adrenaline could come in, the round was already theirs. The second time, they messed up because of the lurkers present inside the lower tunnels. And as a result, in the third force buy round, I mean, they were destined to lose it because it was a bad buy in the first place.
Yeah.
But in that particular round, they were just so careful about that lurker. They were just so worried about him that they forgot that the AWPer on site has way too much responsibility on his shoulders and he can't defend it all by himself, simply because they were afraid of rotating. And why were they afraid? Because of that fear of the lurker. And if they keep on playing in a very timid playstyle like this, then Adrenaline Esports will not last much longer. They need to start taking matters into their own hands, not be afraid of picking up these fights. Like, you remember that one fight they picked up on A-Long when they forced the issue with the flashback? They need to do stuff like that again. If they don't, well, then they're just going to give up way too much freedom to Headshot Esports. And that's what happens when Headshot Esports gets all this freedom. They can do all the mind games in the world.
And there you go. Once again, Ember finding Twizzy right off the bat here. Gonna make things simpler for Headshot Esports once again. And there you go. Dark Phoenix also going down. Everyone just losing their respective 1v1s over here. Are you gonna see one player try to go up B tunnels and maybe get a trade of some sort? But Sprayer just gonna have to satisfy himself with picking up that M4. And Hellboy, oh no, I don't think he's gonna know that he's still around over here. Maybe if he moves a bit too much, the barrel of his gun will be visible, but Sprayer's not there to spot it out.
So this is what Adrenaline has been doing. Every time they start feeling a little pressure on A side, they start pushing B, which is a good thing. At least this way they can confirm that Headshot Esports is indeed committed towards the A side. They take down the lurkers as well, but they end up losing one more player, and now they don't have the man advantage. Poor Haley trying to get an angle with the AWP. He's gonna get denied by the Molotovs, and the utility on Headshot Esports is so good. Almost every time Haley has attempted to stop them with the AWP on A, he gets nullified with a flash, with a Molotov. No matter what piece of utility Headshot Esports use, they make sure that Haley is never in a comfortable position to snipe away at them.
Can't hit what you can't see. And sort of it's been Haley's story for the longest time. Captain Cook is gonna find Ember. Thankfully, the APA has been taken down, so maybe this is doable for the side of Team Adrenaline, but it's still a 2v3. Have one smoke to work with and just one kid. They need to start going in and trading these frags. Captain Cook be holding it. This bomb being defused. Okay, but yeah, it's not gonna be. Because eventually the bomb will explode and well, the players will go down. But that was hilarious.
Yeah, it takes nerves of steel to put down a smoke in front of all three terrorists just staring at you and hope for a ninja.
Yeah, and he literally walked into it like, "Hey, you guys can't hit me. I'm sure you guys have not done your aim labs routine for the day."
Oh man. But like, imagine trying to go for a ninja when the site isn't even clear. Like, I don't know, man. These are desperation moves, and I don't feel that Adrenaline is in a good state of mind right now. Oh no, poor Twizzy getting shot by 3 people at the same time. He over peaks, gets exposed to 2 people in mid, and then the player in lower tunnels reveals himself, which means like, it's just so much to deal with at the same time. They had 2 people positioned so that they could trade each other out, but no, they end up walking into a crossfire. And at some point, the crossfire turns into a meat grinder.
Yeah, and the best part was that Dark Phoenix got hit in the chest by that Molotov, so he took some extra damage, but ooh, Logi, what a crisp headshot. Well, you didn't even have to plant the bomb down for this one, Chris. This is looking like a pub game. Wizard is literally sitting on $16,000. What the hell am I watching? This
Bank
is nuts.
of India. You can approach this guy if you want a client. Get him to deposit all your money in there, give him a little bit of interest, loan the money out, easy stonks.
I mean, where's our stimulus package? Probably have to talk to HR Esports and give a loan out to the RBI themselves. Well, this is going to be a very fast pick towards mid, and guess what? Drizzy is finally going to punish it. Finally, things starting to look up for Adrenaline, but at the same time, headshot. They start pushing in one place, they're going to make use of it. Not going to just give it up for free, but oh no, Logi. This time around, headshot, they just come tumbling down like a house of cards after they give away this round. I think they're just like, guys, we're not making enough money here. Me and Wizard are capped out. We need to die a little bit. And they do die. They give up one round to the side of Team Adrenaline Esports. And Team Adrenaline, they are going to be feeling okay about that. I mean, it was a big screw up at the side of Team Headshot Esports, trying to play a bit too fast. Not throwing down the proper smokes. Exactly, and they paid the price.
I mean, yeah, the smokes were not there, but the barrage of flashes, that was good. Somehow, even though there were multiple flashes being thrown, they did not really hit the target. They were hiding in the corner, and then after that, Twizzy peeks out. Dark Phoenix, his orb becomes relevant again. So I kind of feel like Headshot Esports just wanted to experiment a little. They wanted to throw things down mid and see how Adrenaline wants to react. Yeah, sure, they end up losing the round, but that's okay. They I mean, they've figured out how they like to play. And look at this, the information that they gathered in the previous round, it's helping them out now. They know that Adrenaline like to push out a shot, and that's why they have this APA sitting all the way up in T base. And from there, he's watching the A-shot push. Like, that's not even an angle the CTs would bother checking. Nobody would expect you to still be on the literal spawn 1 minute into the round.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of the problem about... this is sort of the problem with Adrenaline. Like, they're trying to get map control over here, but they almost never use their utility as a result of it. I saw Sprayer just go down with a molly as well as a smoke in hand, so this is just unfortunate. So, like, using all that money to buy these grenades, and you never end up putting them to use before going out there to peek. I mean, I probably hope that it does end up working out, but okay, maybe this is a round that Adrenaline can start posting up. Still, a 2v3 though. Not a very doable situation here. Thankfully, Haley's still on the side with the AWP, and maybe he can find one more kill if he gets a little bit lucky here. But even 2 people at once. Nice peek by Haley towards Logi. Being able to catch that player off guard, but now he's burning in that Molotov. Oh, and that second one is going to miss him. Dark Phoenix gonna have his own AWP as well, so they get 2 AWPs as a result. Not a bad round for Team Adrenaline. Headshot. Alright. They threw away 1 round, and Adrenaline, they are going to start punching back.
Yeah, and in order for Adrenaline to pull this round off, they needed information worth 8 rounds. So here's the thing. Haley has been playing from that position since a pretty long time. He puts down that smoke so that whatever Molotovs are thrown towards him, they get negated, and he also gets a little more breathing room to play around that smoke. Adrenaline have been forcing control towards A shot pretty much every round, and even though they lost a player this time over there, it's okay because now Haley knows he only needs to watch long. He doesn't have to be worried about the A shot area at all. He knows nobody's going to be pushing from that area. That's why Haley was able to defend the A side successfully this time because he did not have that pressure on watching both the angles. Yeah, so that's something that Adrenaline was able to figure out about Headshot. They figured out that if we deny them A-shot control, then we will be able to defend. But this time, Headshot have very much taken Headshot have taken A-shot control. They only have 2 players on mid, 1 still inside the lower tunnels, nobody on long yet. So yeah, they're taking their sweet time. Headshot Esports realized that the reason they lost the round in the previous one was because of nobody coming down from the short area, nobody coming in from cat. So they make sure that they don't repeat the mistake again. Although the same mistake gets repeated in the form of the flash on mid doors. It doesn't end up working. Both the times Twizzy was able to successfully dodge the flash and be prepared. Finally, Captain Cooks puts his killing spree to an end.
Once again, it's going to be a B split coming up. Maybe Captain Cook can actually turn things around. Dark Phoenix getting a little bit too aggressive there, peeking out from window like that. And now, Headshot Esports, they're going to use the confusion and the fear against the side of Team Adrenaline to slow things down. But maybe Sphere can catch them off guard over here. Can he find two? He's going to be good for one. Can he find the second? Yes, he can! Captain Cook is going to go down as well, looking to get the third, but Wizard survives with 28 HP. A 2v1 now, and they know exactly where the bomb is going. 16 seconds remaining in the round. The rotation's going to start coming through. How much can he do here? Wizard being a little bit patient, but just slightly off on the timing. Haley is going to find him. Close.
Really close. I kind of feel like Headshot Esports are starting to lose a line of sight as to what was enabling them to win the first few rounds. They're trying to do new stuff. They're trying to do stuff that they haven't done before, and they're trying to see what works and what doesn't. Trying to push the envelope, but they can always just fall back to the good old reliable tactics and still win. This time, though, they're going to slow things down right now. No control towards A-long just yet. Most people still focusing on mid. I hope they don't start to tumble out of the mid doors just like they did in the previous round. That will be kind of costly, but a smoke on top of Xbox will allow them to get towards a shot. Wizard wins the opening duel against Haley. Adrenaline Sprayer, he's good for one more. He's got Twizzy in the form of backup over there, and Twizzy is in a baited out position, so in case they focus too much on Sprayer, Twizzy will be able to help him out, but because they were so focused on mid, they're starting to lose their players in the other parts of the map, and now Headshot Esports have way too many options. Tiny gap in the smoke. It won't be allowed to be exploited. The Molotov forces the CT back into the default area. And now Twizzy has to peek at the perfect time. The timing is actually great. He's good for one. Digs out Hellboy as well. He can actually defend this one. He just needs to hold on for a little bit longer because the backup will then arrive. Dark Fiend is making sure that nobody's lurking around. Sprayer desperately spraying through the smoke, doesn't find anything. What on earth was that? That too out in the open. Twizzy picks up one more. This guy is going berserk, doing so much for his team. And once again, it is Captain Cook. He stops him from going berserk. But Dark Phoenix, 1v2 in a very difficult situation. Bomb planted for shot. The first guy reveals himself. That was a mistake. Not supposed to happen. Captain Cook tried to get the trade right away, but now there's a smoke in his way.
Oh, and Captain Cook has the timing down perfectly. We were to peek out right at the last moment to try and get him, but a disconnect here for the CTs. You're gonna take a pause and wait for his teammate. Wait for the teammate to come back. Okay, there you go. There's Dark Phoenix. But yeah, Headshot Esports, a much-needed round there. They were starting to lose a lot of bank owing to their 3 consecutive losses, but pulled back in the last one. And once again, Adrenaline, they are going to be relegated to an eco of sorts. It's just going to be Deagles that are bought in. Dark Phoenix already down to 12 HP. Great shot hit by Captain Cook through the doors there. And yeah, it seems like Adrenaline are not going to be ending the half in a very good position. Their D side is going to have to be completely solid for them to make up for the loss of rounds over here. Sprayer is going to start pushing out B tunnels. It's not going to like what he does in C though. And there you go. Ember reveals himself. It's a bullet in his brain. Dark Phoenix goes down along with him. And that should give Headshot Esports the heads up to start pushing in a shot. But they're still going to play it a little bit more patiently. They're just going to wait for the fight to come to them. They know they're playing up against the Eagles and CZs. No need to risk it. They are very well aware of the infamous Indian eco rounds and the stories.
Ember did not even have to sweat. They did not even check Ember's ankle. 2 free kills. Free kills for this man. Wizard also ends up just tapping away at his opponent who literally walked into his crosshair. Adrenaline making plenty of mistakes, but that's okay. This is an eco round. They can afford to lose this one, although this will enable Headshot Esports to touch double digits. 2 versus fire retake, definitely not gonna happen. The best that they can hope for is to steal a gun.
Yep. And that's all that they're gonna find in this round. But maybe with them being purged out here aggressively near mid doors, this could end up working out for them when the T start retreating. You know, you could pick up a kill or two over here. Maybe get yourself an AK, the AWP if you're really, really lucky. And this could actually end up catching Headshot Esports off guard here. But looks like one of them is not up for it. Haley is gonna try to save his scout instead. Well, at least they're gonna have a bye going into the next round. That's at least one of the things that is working out in favor of Team Adrenaline. But Headshot walking away with 10 rounds on the T side. Crib side can't even imagine what it must be like to be Adrenaline right now. If you don't put up few rounds on board and you lose the pistol in the next half, you might be staring down the barrel of a 15-3 half, or 16-3 half, sorry, a 16-3 map.
Yikes, that's a scary scoreline, especially on a map like Dust 2. If this is what Dust 2 has in store for us, I don't even know what Overpass will be like. And I know for a fact that Headshot Esports are somewhat prepared on Overpass. Like, it's not their strongest maps, but they do know a little bit about Overpass. So yeah, smoke so that Ember can peek out towards CT. Usually the opposite ends up happening. They usually smoke towards CT so that they can fight on the B window, but this time they did the complete opposite of that. They get one kill on the back of it, but immediately get traded out. Luckily, Wizard is here to save the day, bringing the situation back to a 3v3. But here comes Quizzy pushing down A long. That's going to make sure that they don't have any control of that area. But it doesn't really matter now, does it? Because Headshot Esports have reached the A side already. What good is that A long push at this point of time?
Not much. Twizzy still walk pushing it though. Might just be able to find Hellboy off guard, and that could be meaningful because that could be one off down. But Captain Cook is still up, and Hellboy. Well, Twizzy's not gonna check pit. As a result, those two ops are gonna work their magic. It's gonna be Dark Phoenix remaining. He's gonna eat around through the wall, and maybe he cuts his losses short over here. No, but he's still trying to fight, still trying to get around. Nice headshot towards Captain Cook, but he simply does not have the time to defuse this bomb. Could have gone for a cheeky play with the smoke. Might have actually worked out over there, but it's unlikely. And just gonna instead look to save. This is so
painful to watch.
To look at. Yeah, I mean, Team Adrenaline. It's just gonna be feeling so bad. And the worst part is in the last round of the half, they actually don't have a bye.
Yikes. That's painful. It's beyond painful. Oh, Hellboy, poor boy. This guy, he pushed down A long, thinking he has control of this area. He then turned back. There was a moment of hesitation when he wanted to join his teammates on A shot by going all the way from mid. He didn't do that. He went down A long again. And thinking that he had cleared the pits area, he did not check it. Surprise, surprise, surprise. There's already an upper over there. Hellboy was prepared for it. And even Hellboy himself did not know that there's a CT down in the A long door area, right? He was like, hold on, why are there footsteps coming from here? And then there's one player. Sprayer, blind kill onto Hellboy. Good enough for now, but the trade doesn't really give him an advantage.
Yep. Just gonna give the T's even more map control to work with. Don't need to have any fear whatsoever. Haley, gonna start making a bit of a desperate push towards A shot here. See if he can catch someone off guard, but no one's there.
Oh. Okay, here's the interesting part. We have one player inside B tunnels who just threw out a smoke. That's going to keep the Adrenaline players stuck to the B side, but then at the same time, they're trying to peek out towards A. Twizzy just lost his life over there, so now Adrenaline have no idea what's happening. They have presence on B, on A as well. They don't know exactly where Headshot Esports are going to hit, and as a result, they send one player down top mid. If this man can play his cards right, he might be able to backstab 3 terrorists, and Haley has the potential to win the round, but no, look at that Molotov. Headshot Esports, no. They are aware of the fact that Haley might be towards A long. And this is just so much information in their bags. Even the best of their best flanking attempts are going to waste now. The second Molotov, it is telegraphic. Headshot Esports are reading their minds.
man. Just able to put 2 and 2 together so quickly, so precisely as well. The timing just never favoring the CTs. And look at that jump peak coming in from. I believe that is that Ember in this in Bits area? No, it's actually
that's
Blizzard and Logi. Well, it's gonna be a hard half for the side of Team Adrenaline Crips. This is not looking too good.
Deep breath.exe. I don't know what to say about this. It seems like Adrenaline have been just blown out of the water. Their heart rates must be through the roof right now. Adrenaline pumping through their veins, which makes their hands shake and makes their body even more nervous. It really seems like Headshot Esports don't even have to try for this one because they're just catching Adrenaline with their pants down every now and then. There have been very few instances where Headshot Esports lost a round simply on the basis of aim and getting outplayed or something like that. No. Most of the times, they don't even have a fair fight. Adrenaline Esports don't even know where to look. That's what's been happening. And they're just so confused and dazed all the time.
The one thing I can say that was going in the way of Team Adrenaline Esports is that when they got an opportunity, they took it. You know, that one round that was thrown away by Team Headshot, they punished them well. They took 2 rounds off of that, but they need to find a lot more than that if they want to make a comeback here. Thankfully, Dark Phoenix is able to open things up. It's going to be a B split. No, it's not actually. It's going to be a fake out of a B split, and look at that. They've bought it. 3 CDs playing towards B, and now they're going to get the memo. You see players start pushing towards short. Haley, he needs to get the bomb down ASAP. Hellboy is going to start going out there, but oh, okay, Dark Phoenix. Absolutely no resistance whatsoever. He's going to quickly find the headshot. Now, Haley is going to try and return the favor. Looks like Adrenaline starting to punch back here. Just Wizard remaining alive. Has the Kevlar and the Diffuse Kit, but is not going to get a chance to use it. Sprayer takes him down. And finally, Team Adrenaline putting up a round for themselves on board. Good stuff. They needed that after that very, very shaky half, but the question is, how long can they keep this up for?
Headshot Esports are not going to force the issue. They're going to let Adrenaline buy it up. They're still going to stick to their USPs. They know they have a decent buy in the next round. And they can afford to give one more round away to Adrenaline, so that's fine. I believe that the reason they were able to win this round was because of Dark Phoenix and whatever he did on mid. He kept the rotation of Headshot Esports away from the A side, buying more time for his team. And that's exactly what they needed. They needed to make sure that the A side was weak, nobody was present, and that's what they got. This time, though, several people in mid, all of them are fighting, and Dark Phoenix runs out of bullets, switches over to the Glock, and he's still accurate with a double, and make it a nice little high right reel with 3 kills for Dark Phoenix. This man is as stylish, but those were eco frags, important for him to have his ego boosted up, have his confidence restored in him. That's what they probably need. They need that confidence. And now that he's got himself a decent amount of kills, I hope he's able to maintain that composure.
Yeah, they really, really needed that round. Darkness being able to find all those kills, and especially with the side of Team Adrenaline not losing a single player, this is good for their economy. The question is, what do they do now? It's going to be a straight up B rush, and there's absolutely no one. Headshot Esports took a gamble towards the A side, and it does not end up working out for them. And look at that. It's almost like Adrenaline have read this like a book. They're going to go into the side, get it perfectly, and Sprayer's even going to find Wizard. The icing on top of the cake. Captain Cook will put him out of his misery, but it's still too late now. How are they going to retake B? It's just not possible.
That's okay. They never wanted to retake B in the first place. That's why they stacked it. They can try. They don't have much to lose. No armor to save. Nothing that they want to carry forward in the next round. It's going to be a full buy anyway. So they might as well just throw their lives away. See what the post-one setup of Adrenaline looks like. Or maybe just steal their Mac 10s and, I don't know, force them to rebuy armor. That's the best way that they can punish Adrenaline in this round. Force them to rebuy armor in the next one.
And there you go, Ember is going to pick up 1 exit frag. Can you find the second one? That's the question. The answer is... no. That's not. But still, significant economic damage done. You know, they're gonna be forced to buy up again, and it's not going to prevent them from building that big bank that Headshot Esports had access to on their half of the B side. So good for them. But now full buy for the side of Team Headshot Esports. Now they can really start playing Counter Strike. And of all things, it's going to be an M4A1S for the side of Wizard. Wizard is using that gun. I haven't seen that in quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have shifted over to the A4. The best part is Adrenaline picked up those skills with the SMGs, right? So the $600 bonus actually gives them more money than they were supposed to have. But Ember realizes he's lost the mid to B push already. He's gonna let them pass, but that's okay. There's 2 headshot members present on the B side already, and Hellboy and Wizard, these guys are holding it down like a fortress. They're spraying anyone down who dares to show themselves. Even a little pixel exposed through the smoke is gonna result in instant death. Ember doesn't even care. Yeah, sure, you can put down smokes and make Ember irrelevant for a little part of the round, but he's confident in his teammates' abilities to hold down the B site.
Oh man, that was just sad. I mean, they had that perfect B split. You know, CD smoked off perfectly, an extremely fast pace, flashes thrown in, but just can't get rid of these 2 players. Wizard and Hellboy just locking the site down so perfectly. Now Team Adrenaline, they just don't know what to do. They have an open hand grips. This is not ideal for trying to take sides. This is ideal for getting picks early on and catching lurkers off guard, but this is... I don't know what they do this round. Headshot have just put a clear stop to Adrenaline's momentum, and they're not going to let it build any further here. This is what they were working up for. This is why they saved 2 rounds in a row after losing the pistol, so they could have this full buy. They could have the defuse kit, they could have the utility, they could have every single thing, and in Bardolph's words, you know, they could have the burger, the trimming, the mayo, the onions.
Fried at the side.
Fries on the side, there you go. Everything under the kitchen sink. Though I'm not sure someone would keep burger ingredients under the kitchen sink. Doesn't seem like the ideal place to store those things.
Yeah, I mean, that's why plates are there, Loki. Jeez, you're disgusting, man. Making food in the kitchen sink itself. Either way, I mean, now that they had all this choice of ingredients, that's how they were
All
able
the
to lock
variety.
down the site. So they used that one smoke very creatively, forcing Adrenaline to funnel their players through the windows. The door was a risky push. They Molotoved off the tunnels, and yeah, I mean, it was cool. They did not have to deal with multiple angles at once, and that's how the players of Headshot Esports were able to funnel Adrenaline members in using just their utility. Headshot are forcing Adrenaline to play the way they want them to.
Yeah, and I love this little play by the side of Team Headshot Esports, not giving away shot control so easily, forcing T-side to burn more utility to get there. Now they're gonna back off. Control denied to an extent. They're just happy with the fact that they have forced them to use a lot of the utility. Just 2, okay, see 3 smokes remaining on the side of Team Adrenaline.
That's
2
good, actually.
mollies. Yeah, it's no,
That's actually good. It's much more than what Headshot have.
yeah, they've used a lot of utility to try and get on the side, and guess what? They will find the first trade, but that Molotov is going to prevent Dark Phoenix God from pushing all the way to site. The Team Headshot Esports members, they might just be able to catch the long play off guard here. It's Sprayer who's holding that down all by himself. He has an AK-47 in his hand, but don't think he's ready for this. Adrenaline, though, still playing it slow, Cribs. They don't know where the APAC is, and that's what they want to find out. As soon as they have that information, they can start hitting the other side.
Yeah, but I don't really like this from Headshot Esports. They're too far spread out. One player on long, one on short. They can't trade each other out. The player trapped close to pit, he will be in a lot of trouble in case they decide to attack that area. And they didn't even have any mid presence. Now they start pushing the players down over there. Hellboy spots nobody over there. That's because it's too late already. Captain Cook, all he needs to do is just delay the push a little bit. Take some time for his teammates to get in there. And most of his teammates have arrived, so he's done his job to some extent. But Haley, he's going to get a nice snipe shot onto Hellboy, and he doubles up, denying the mid-aggression completely. But Ember, he's going to be able to get the kill nonetheless, and he spots him out. Haley's extremely low. 2 HP on this man. A single bullet should be enough. And what does Haley do in this situation? Oh, that is just so painful to watch. He picks up the op as well for good measure.
Man,
I feel bad for Haley because he did so much for his team.
Yeah.
He was out in the open. I mean, if he stayed over there, he would have died if anyone came from short. But he knew that both the players are coming in from the CT base. The result, he's able to shut down the 2 players coming in from CT. But how much can he do? There's just so much riding on him.
The best part is that he was also able to tag up Ember, right? So Ember was down to 30 HP as well, but their teammate peeks out a bit too eagerly, and Dark Phoenix ends up going down. Was desperate to get the bomb down. Haley provided very good cover to him, but they somehow lost the 1v2. And they're probably going to be kicking themselves because that was their chance to get back in this game. Now if they lose this one, the next round is going to be a very crappy force buy. to win this one somehow.
Loki almost got taken down. Yeah, the Molotov saved him, but fine. Loki's been given another chance. Amber picks up Haley through the smoke. Where even was this? This is still happening on mid. Even Hellboy is here to help him out. This is just crazy.
Okay. So they're gonna start going out now. Hellboy. Gonna be holding on for the time being. But it's a 5v4 that does not favor the side of Team Adrenaline. They have a few smokes up and running. They could use those, but it's about all they're gonna have. And the worst part is that they're all gonna start pushing through short. So this might actually end up working out for them because there's just one player holding on to the cycle and that's Captain Cook. But if he can continue getting headshots like those, I don't think Adrenaline are gonna be able to get the bomb down.
Oh man, this is so painful to put down 2 smokes to make sure Captain Cook is irrelevant, to throw out flashes, but doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Captain Cook got 3 kills this round. The first one was with his eyes literally white. He was as blind as a bat, but he used his 6th sense to get that shot. He knew the timing, and it was down to perfection. The 2 smokes that they put up to build up a little wall of smokes, it doesn't protect him. As soon as they start walking out, Captain Cook is still there. He's prepared for them. No follow-up flashes to force them even deeper down long. The one flash that they had, even that did not work.
Yeah, it just seemed that they were out of utility at that point. They couldn't flush out Captain Kirk. He just continues to stay there and get picks left, right, and center. And just not able to get on site. And now you're working with Mac 10s. This is not ideal. But they're gonna have to make do with. And oh no, Naive. Gonna be taken down as well. Hellboy's gonna find Dark Phoenix. Ember's gonna find Dark Phoenix. The trade was there. Now it's a 4v2, Crips. I don't see how this one works out for them. Sprayer has a Mac 10 in his hands. He's going towards shot. Thankfully, there's not going to be any resistance there. Could maybe make his way there off on his timing, and he is. Haley is actually going to be able to take out Captain Cook. Now it's just going to be Loki remaining, who's also going to be taken out by Haley with the operator, a complete natural. They might be able to get the bomb down.
But there's only one smoke. The gap isn't really covered yet, and that smoke was wrongly deployed.
Oh,
GG. How does he make the cross? Is the C4 available on him? Oh, no, it's on Haley. He's not even allowed to cross. This is painful.
Yeah, they're going to be able to pick up the smoke. Pick up the bomb, thankfully, and plant it down. It's just going to be down to Sprayer and his Mac 10. Oh, and that grenade almost gets him. Ember is going to get the headshot. It's the double Gs. They've been dropped. The first game, it's going to go the way of Team Headshot Esports.
Yeah, Adrenaline Esports seemed very out of